Discovery.
Hello and welcome to the Weekly Weird News 120th episode spectacular. I'm Ben. Someone let the balloons down.
Hey!
Bang.
Oh, pop plug.
I'm Ben. As always, I'm hanging out with Mike,
Hello.
Claire,
Hey.
and Pete.
Hello.
This is the show where we bring you the weekly weekly world of weird that we found on the World Wide Web.
And that one's not getting deleted.
Keep it in there. You can only learn from mistakes.
We're only human.
Yeah, this is us, just a show to cut into the bull in the post of the apocalypse. And if you want to follow us on Facebook, you can do that at Cut into the Bull in the post of the apocalypse. You can follow us on Spotify, SoundCloud, and most other podcasting platforms as Cutting to the Bull in the PTA. And YouTube is Apocalypse Bull. Give us a like, give us a subscribe,
Say hi.
say hi,
Give suggestions.
give us a suggestion.
Anything you want to talk about? Any news you want to share with us that you find strange and macabre and you think, oh, I wonder if the guys have seen this.
Yeah, send us that actually, as long as we can access it, because obviously being in the UK, we can't get certain American media outlets.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had that before now. But yeah, should be able to see it 9 times out of 10. Right, returning fiend of the show.
Uh-oh.
Notice I didn't say friend. Fiend of the show, serial con man, mental man, and liar, Uri Geller.
Don't forget Spoonbender.
Spoonbender, yeah. He shares a photo on Twitter, or X as it is now. Proof aliens exist is a pictures of alien bodies laid out on mortuary tables. Fans quickly point out it's a photo from the X-Files,
Yeah.
because Uri Geller's a fucking idiot.
What a numpty.
The existence of aliens obviously a rather hot topic at the moment. Obviously David Grusher's come out. I've got David Grusher here somewhere. X amount of weeks now. So yeah, Uri Geller's joined in on the debate, and obviously Uri Geller is an illusionist, allegedly, and self-proclaimed psychic. He's also come under fire from fellow illusionists who say that claiming to actually have psychic powers is fraud, which of course it is. Makes you a twat. He's doing some DIY now downstairs. Now, Geller claims his powers were gifted by extraterrestrials,
Yeah.
despite the fact that his tricks can be replicated using stage magic techniques, which they can. I could bend a spoon for you right now if you wanted.
Go on then.
And give me a
Do
spoon.
you mind?
Don't give me a spoon.
I get a spoon. Get yourself a spoon.
Well, you're the one that wants to see it.
I don't see it that badly.
No, it's all you do to bend a spoon is you just rub where the spoon and the handle join, that old stem of metal. You rub that, it heats up quite quickly just by gently rubbing it.
But you never see him rubbing
Because
it.
he pre-rubs it. So when he comes out and he holds it in his fingertips like that, it droops because the metal's warm still.
Pre-warming it in his pocket.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's rubbed it when he's on the show. Literally just before he's come out, he's been frantically rubbing a spoon. Not
Why
himself.
not just heat it up over a fucking flame or something?
You don't want it to droop immediately. You want that control over it. But when you hold it like that, with your thumb and forefinger on the stem, it will droop.
I want to see it.
You saying that this man's a charlatan?
Yes. Geller attests that he was sent to Earth by aliens from a spaceship 53,000 light years away. And of course, it was only a matter of time before Geller threw his 2 cents in on the latest alien situation. I don't know how long I've got to rub this spoon for, so I might be a
Just
while.
get rubbing until it bends. I'll replace your spoon, Mike, don't worry. I've got loads at home.
I can't do it. This is
Oh,
it's got engraving on it. It's thicker,
No.
and I need one. That's not the one he uses. They have a thinner. They're the big sort of teaspoon with a thinner stem.
I've heard some fucking shit.
It can be
in my
done.
life.
I've read a magic book. I'm also smoking a fag. It can be done. I know that for a fact. It's not coming from Uri Geller's mind or the powers gifted to him from aliens from 53,000 light years away.
I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he is an alien.
He's might be a fucking illegal alien at one point. I don't know. Either way,
What's this shit he's going about an alien?
He's saying that this picture, this is proof aliens exist.
Except
It's from the X-Files.
Yeah.
So he's that much of a dumbass. He didn't figure that out. He really just went onto Google and went alien body pictures, and that came up, and he was, oh my god!
Well, he alleges to have seen alien bodies in a NASA refrigerator room with Dr. Werner von Braun.
Really? That would have been.
Why would they be showing Yuri fucking Geller?
Because Yuri Geller claims to have worked for the CIA as a psychic spy.
Oh my god. Well, do you know what? That's not that far-fetched.
They were pissing around with that.
That's not that far-fetched. It wouldn't surprise me.
With results that make you raise an eyebrow sometimes, and then other times you go, well, that was fucking wrong. Couldn't be any more wrong there, mate.
Remote viewing.
Remote viewing.
There have been a few instances where it's been like...
Oh, super accurate.
So fucking
ridiculously
accurate.
accurate.
It's like, how the fuck did you know it? Unless you're fake. It must be real, because how the fuck did you know that? Unless you were the murderer, how did you know that?
Yeah. But the thing is, when they go... there's a difference between, like, okay, in the kitchen, in the second drawer down, tell me what's in it, right? There's a difference. Okay, tell us what's in this safe, in this room, in the Iranian embassy in fucking Paris, please. And he's like, okay, it's this, and you're like, well, how do you know that's right? Then you don't know that's right, do you?
No one.
I don't know. I've seen documents where they've given them coordinates, and they've managed to say what the buildings are in these coordinates. And they've never seen it. And they get it pretty much spot on, weird as fuck, man.
It is curious. There's the one guy who was meant to have seen alien bases on the moon as well. But Yuri Geller was probably not a psychic spy for the USA.
No.
Because all he can do is use magic to bend spoons. Which can be done by anyone.
He's made himself look like a right cunt.
He has made himself. I can do it, but I guess I can't present.
I would like to see it.
I will try it after. Right? I can't present a podcast and rub a spoon at the same time.
Not Yuri Geller.
I'm not Yuri Geller. Although I'd imagine our podcast is better than his if he has one. Yeah, I can't do it. I just can't do it at the same time. I'm a man. I can only multitask so much. Usually, having a shit and reading an article on my phone is the extent of my multitasking.
That's an image I didn't want.
Hey, we all squat and surf, man.
Should we move on?
Yeah, you want?
Paul Chuckle is being targeted by ghost of late brother and fears his house is haunted. To me, to you.
Do you think he's just haunted by that? To you,
No.
to me, to you, to me, to you, to me.
If anybody doesn't know who Paul Chuckle is, probably our foreign listeners.
They certainly won't know, but you can probably find it on YouTube if you type in the Chuckle Brothers.
It was a series, wasn't there?
A children's TV series for many, God, until they virtually died, I think.
It went on from our age.
They looked old then.
Yeah.
Did.
And we were all 40, they looked old then.
They must have been doing it for 30 years.
Oh, God, easy. More than that, probably.
Two weird looking fellas with
strange
moustaches.
chaps.
And they weren't terrible, they weren't offensive, they were fucking just good old fun slapstick comedy for little kids.
I was just about to say that.
Exactly
Non-offensive
what it was.
slapstick comedy by two children's entertainers.
That's
They
all
look
they
a bit
were.
like Mario, don't they?
Very much, yeah, they got a bit of a Mario and Luigi vibe going on.
Yeah, the slightly tall one, slightly short.
Both
with
moustached, yeah. Go on, Mike, tell us about Paul Chuckle's woes.
Well, he's revealed him and his wife Sue experienced paranormal activity at their Doncaster home, and the couple are now planning to bring in Ghostbusters.
Of course, he still lives in Doncaster. Probably a multi-millionaire.
They look like Scousers, didn't they? The
Yeah.
Harry Enfield sketch.
Yeah.
I wonder if they bring in the crew from Most Haunted or something.
Maybe that's just this is a ploy for him to get back on telly. What's that, Barry? To me, to you.
He could just do his skit.
He's on a Ouija board.
Yeah, with his brother in spirit.
Yeah, she's doing a Ouija board to me, to you. Ah! What if he gets possessed?
And they always used to carry stuff around, and whenever they carry stuff around, one would have one side, one would have the other, and they'd always be like, to me, to you, to me, to you, and they'd always drop it or break something.
It was a guarantee if those two, they were removal men, and you guaranteed they should not have been in that line of work.
Yeah, they were removal men, weren't they? And that's why it was always to me, to you. Yeah.
Well, apparently there's been some strange incidents at the property. I don't really go into it though.
Oh,
I guess we'll find out in a bit. He's called in some ghost hunters though. Was that a dark... Let's scroll back up again a second. What did it say? Scroll back up. I want to see a picture of fucking Paul Chuckle. Dark art specialist Ian Lawman. How'd you get to be a dark art specialist? Because that sounds fucking cool.
I want to be one, yeah.
Me too.
She was like a necromancer.
Oh, God.
It's number plate.
To me,
Oh,
you.
it is.
Hey.
That's quality.
Hey.
I wonder how much that fucking cost. That's a few quid, that number plate. Probably worth more than his bloody Land Rover.
Yeah. Oh man, Paul Chuckle getting haunted by his brother Barry.
Oh.
The
R.I.P. Barry Chuckle.
The investigation will be filmed by TV crews of paranormal series Celebrity Help. My House is Haunted.
Oh, you know that's going to be accurate and true
Oh,
then, don't you?
fucking hell.
You know that's going to be a serious scientific job into the paranormal, don't you?
No.
Oh, there he is, little Barry.
Well, I just think he wants to keep working in his
God,
Barry.
5 years ago, man.
Was it that long?
Mad.
I know, because we get that bank holiday and state funeral we gave him.
Oh. He could have had one, to be honest. He was probably more loved than fucking half the people that have had state funerals in recent times.
I don't know, I think everyone loved the Queen, or most people, 90% of the people that had nothing against the Queen, did they?
Yeah, Maggie Thatcher.
Oh yeah, she had one, didn't she?
I reckon there was more people liked Barry fucking Chuckle than
Yeah.
liked Margaret Thatcher.
I would have signed a petition that if they'd have both died around the same time that said give Barry Chuckle a state funeral and not Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah.
Just make sure you staked her through the fucking heart when you bury her.
Make sure she doesn't come back
Yeah,
out
make
of the
sure she's
grave.
coming back. You stake her down.
May she rest in hell.
She's only running the fucking place.
With Hitler and fucking the devil and Saddam Hussein.
And she got Hitler as a gimp.
Right, okay, moving on. Homeless man, 23, admits to stealing dummies from 5 babies.
Okay.
Dummies for America listed as pacifiers, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not like the Vin Diesel film, The Pacifier. That was terrible.
Well, this guy called Josh Gilder took dummies from the babies in Essex between February and August of this year. He's a homeless man, and he says he uses them to soothe himself in his tent.
Right.
So he was nicking him for himself. He wasn't just nicking him like, there's a 2-year-old there with a dummy. Too old for a dummy, I'm going to take that. Ha ha.
Yeah, who is he to decide which kids have the dummies or not?
Well, he clearly isn't that. He just wants them for himself.
He lives in a fucking tent. It was easy to decide anything.
Well, describing one of the thefts, a prosecutor said he reached into a young girl's buggy, took the dummy from her mouth and put it in his pocket and left.
That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's definitely a bit serial killery.
The Mary Buxton, who was defending Gilder, said that he's currently living in a tent and has never been weaned from dummies.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Where did he go and buy some?
He's
Homeless,
living in a
he's
tent.
got no money.
Yeah.
I think he's got
Steal
to steal.
somewhere.
That's what he's doing. That's the problem.
From baby's mouth.
He's more likely to get caught if he's trying to shoplift, though, isn't he?
Well, that's CCTV.
So just try and steal.
Well, they've caught him anyway,
It's
so.
like stealing candy off a baby.
He hasn't been weaned off pacifiers, man. That's. Did you say how old? He was 23.
Yeah.
Oh Christ. You know what? Do you think he's just got an adult baby fetish?
He's a bit sick in the head, isn't he? Obviously, bless him.
Well, he's living in a tent. I mean,
His own.
fuck. You know what? He's living in a fucking tent in the woods. Let the man just give the man some pacifiers a week.
Yeah.
You know, just give him some. Fuck it.
You give smackheads fucking supply of methadone and shit like that each week, so give him a supply of dummies each week. Come on.
Someone nip and get a £5 dummy for him and give him that once every couple of weeks.
Someone give you
I
some
know.
counselling.
Throw the boat
And
out.
some counselling. Some
Throw the
counselling
boat
too.
out. Get in some fucking teething rings as well.
Yeah.
Let him gnaw on them for a bit.
Some rusks.
Oh, you know what? I still love a rusk.
Yeah. Dip one of them.
You
in
look like
some,
a big baby, don't you?
Dip one of them
Oh
in
yeah,
whole milk.
I'm clearly George Dawes, aren't I? That's right. I did play the drums for a while. Not helped myself really, am I?
No. Bit weird, that, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Science. Dead flies could be used to make biodegradable plastic. Fantastic. Plastic, fantastic. Polymer from black soldier flies, seen as promising source, it has no other competing uses such as food.
You don't eat them.
What the fuck for that?
So basically, it's just the keratin that forms their skin, their outer shell or something.
It's called chitin, actually.
Chitin, that's it.
It's a sugar-based polymer.
Okay, the finding presented at the autumn meeting of the American Chemical Society could be useful. It is not difficult to find sources for biodegradable polymers that do not have other competing uses. For 20 years, quote Karen Woolley from Texas A&M, for 20 years my group has been developing methods to transform natural products such as glucose obtained from sugarcane or trees into degradable, digestible polymers that don't persist in the environment. Well, don't cut down the trees to do it, Karen. My colleague suggested she could use waste products left over from farming black soldier flies. The larvae of the flies contains proteins and other nutritious compounds, so are being raised for animal feed. Oh great, the fucking animals are being fed on fucking fly waste.
Maggots.
And they break down waste, so they're being bred for that too. However, adult flies are less useful and are discarded after their short lifespan. And Woolley's team has been trying to use these carcasses to make useful materials from a waste product.
Bit of a pain in the arse though, getting tweezers out, ripping off the fucking the armour off the back end of a fly.
I wouldn't want that job personally.
Now that's up there in your shit jobs list, isn't it? Skinning flies.
Because that's what it is. They're just skinning off the abdomen. No,
They'll be just mushing them up, Pete. They'll just be ripping each of the wings off, will they?
well, it's not.
Yeah,
It's not the
like-
wings, is it? It's the shell.
Well, they'll just mush it up, won't they? And
They're not
then,
using the wings.
no.
I bet they just mush it all up and then just stick it in the polymer making machine.
Yeah. But then you got all the goo and.
Well, it's got to be heated anyway, hasn't it? You're burning that off. Plastic's formed into stuff like bags and what have you at quite a high temperature. I know I work in a plastic bag producing factory, well, warehouse, but
Do they
You
use
destroyed the
flies?
world.
it's all recycled.
They used the flies chitin.
Yeah, so that means I'll be unloading bags of chitin.
You don't know the bags that you sell are going to be recycled, do you?
They're made from granules that are
What
recycled.
about when you sell them on as cash?
Oh, right, well, we've done our part.
Oh, right, okay.
We've made it from recycled material.
See, I'm just thinking of the chitin that you get from when you kill like the big bugs in Skyrim.
How many turtles have we killed this week, man?
Oh, at least 40.
Actually, Mike, we have plastic granules that are called sea waste because they are taken from the sea and reused.
so they've got a few turtles.
They
caught
kill a
in
few
them.
turtles first, though, then you get them.
I don't think they purposely kill the turtles as they're scooping them.
They do. That's how they survive when they're at sea. That's what they used to eat. Read about these yummy turtles.
I bet they are fucking delicious, but I couldn't bring myself to kill one.
Bit of garlic butter. Nom nom nom.
Okay, the researchers claim that chitin, a sugar-based polymer, is a major component of the flies and it strengthens the shell or exoskeleton of insects and crustaceans. Shrimp and crab shells are already used for chitin extraction, and researchers said the fly-source chitin powder seemed purer than that from
It's
crustaceans.
fucking 100% pure, this is.
They've been rubbing it on their gums. Yeah, pure this shit is.
Have a line of this.
Some good chitin.
Yeah, good, yeah, very good.
From the fly products, the team created a hydrogel that can absorb 47 times its weight in water in just 1 minute. This product can be used in cropland soil to capture flood water and then slowly release moisture during droughts. Wow. Apparently Texas is always in a constant state of flood or drought. I suppose it is, it's fucking on the rains or
One
something.
or the other, like.
Well, alright, cool, we can use dead flies to make highly absorbent biodegradable plastics.
Make armour with it, like they do in Skyrim.
Or you could go into battle wearing bug armour.
Obviously, you'd need a lot of bugs.
You would need a lot of bugs.
You'd need some really, really fine sewing needles to sew it all together.
That's a shitter job than killing and skinning them.
You could be doing that in the future, Ben.
What, skinning bugs?
Yeah.
So it's ground into a powder.
Making plastic.
So it's ground into a powder.
Bioplastic.
Then
All I do is just unload the stuff, mate. I'm at the other end. I don't do that. I unload it and I take it inside.
Alright then,
so is it ground into a powder and then like heated up like you would
But
heat?
they had a bit of water, I think.
Would you heat it up like you would sand to produce like glass?
I think this is more to do with making these biodegradable plastics that absorb water. They do it in California when there's if they got like they got the reservoirs, for example, they'll throw these black plastic balls out.
So it won't be long before they're using them for tampons then.
Who can say?
Certainly replacing plastic bags.
Yeah, I mean,
And tampons.
well, what happens is they come in little pellets, right? Little tiny pellets, and that
Shouldn't
all
fly
gets
them.
melted together and formed into a big sort of like a strip that's the width of the bag, and it's sort of stretched out and it runs over rollers and goes to machines, and they put at a certain point the machine inserts the yellow drawstring tape. At a certain point it comes in and makes the preparations for it to cut off. I mean, I don't work in production, so I don't know. I just unload the granules. Just what I've seen when I'm walking to the toilet past the machines.
Shit when one of them bags spills though, innit?
Oh yeah,
It's
that's a
lot
good
of tidying.
2 or 3 hours to pick that, shove all that stuff up. Yeah, and you never get it all.
I had some in my pocket, I did.
Oh, always in my boots.
And it got caught in my phone jack,
Ah,
my auxiliary jack thing
Yeah.
for my phone. One went up in there, I tried to sell my phone, they wouldn't have it because I couldn't get the jack in. I was like, what do you mean? I got a bit of blue tack, poked in there with a blue tack to pull it out, and it was a fucking little pellet of bloody plastic, I guess,
Yeah.
PVC pellet. I was like, what? And it was months and months ago I'd worked in this place for a couple of days. A couple of days, that's all it took. Fucking goes everywhere, that shit does.
yeah, always find it in my boots. Gets under the insole, everything. Right, well, enough on what I do today in life. I'm also a deputy mayor, you know.
Mhm.
They're going to open a shop in a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Cut the ribbon and
yeah,
everything.
cut the ribbon, yeah. Be in the paper.
Our very own VIP, eh?
Yeah. Opening shit and you're in the paper.
If you move on.
Yeah.
Bear causes chaos on plane after escaping cage and rampaging through flight.
Can
Was
I
it
do it?
coked up?
Can I do it?
Well,
Someone get this motherfucking bear off this motherfucking plane!
the bear managed to escape its cage while being transported. The animal was discovered by airport workers once the aircraft touched down in Dubai.
That's not a flight I'd want to spend some time on. That bear looks really happy there though, look at him.
Yeah, but it says like in the thing, a rampaging bear.
Yeah,
I'm getting the hint that it wasn't quite rampaging, that it just got out of its cage. It was wandering around the fucking cargo hold a bit.
yeah.
They realised when they got to the airport and went, oh shit, get your station
It
gun.
does make you think that it got into the passenger bit. It was like
Yeah,
tearing.
tearing fucking pilot apart.
Fucking bear on the plane.
Give it some peanuts!
There was the controller fucking giving the bear directions on how to land the plane safely. He was the only living being left on the flight.
Everyone's crammed up against one end of the cockpit end of the plane, throwing snacks at it. Throwing a beer.
Yeah. No, I don't think he got out of the car bit. But still, when the guys opened it, when it landed, that must have fucking shit them up, mustn't it?
Just a bit. I'd imagine it's a bit groggy though, because it's probably been sedated for a flight, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Iraq Airlines flight. Come with a comfort bear.
I want to see the video I do.
This is my emotional support bear. He's got a grizzly with a little harness on. Emotional support animal sticker. I'm going to try it. Alright, so he wasn't rampaging through people, okay.
No. But it was sedated by authorities and removed from the Boeing 737-800 aircraft. Once it was discovered.
Why are people just trotting bears around on planes?
An apology was issued in a statement online by the airline. It read, the company apologises to the passengers of the flight from Baghdad to Dubai for reasons beyond the control of the company.
So it was a passenger flight.
Yeah.
So it's just You sat there and you can just hear him
moving.
and you oh fuck!
Oh shit! There's a monster.
At this time, it is not known who owns the bear or why it was being transported.
Oh man, I hope that bear wasn't being illegally smuggled.
It's probably just a man in a suit
Ah, of course.
being illegally smuggled. That's the new way of doing it.
Oh, you just dress up as a bear.
Dress him as a bear.
I've only gone from Baghdad to Kuwait. It's terrible.
Paralympic cycling champion and amputee given wristwatch as prize. Oh my fucking god!
Well, he's still got a wrist.
But I suppose, but right.
He hasn't got a wrist, has he?
When you're thinking of the prizes, right?
He's like halfway.
No,
he's
he hasn't
isn't
got
it?
wrists. He's got fucking elbow. He's got arms just at the elbow.
Oh, he's got an elbow. You put it on that.
Man.
Right. When you're thinking up the prize for the
I'm just trying to find him. He's trying to take the piss a little bit.
yeah, I know.
He could wear a wristwatch, is what I'm saying.
Around his nose, maybe.
But at the same time, it is a bit careless, isn't it?
So
It is a bit.
when you're the person that's thinking of the prizes, you're thinking, all right, it's a Paralympic event. Okay, so who've we got on there? What's the chances of him? Oh, right.
Let's have a few.
So there's a few people
prizes.
without arms. Best not use a watch. Okay. What about a hat? Anyone missing a head? Right, let's make a nice hat then. Okay. You know what I mean? You think of something that's suitable.
Well, I just want to.
Not a fucking wristwatch.
I present my evidence to you for he's not really that bothered by if Mike carries on reading or Soapy carry on reading the article.
So, Paralympic cyclists whose arms were amputated was awarded a wristwatch after winning the C1 category in 2023 UCI World Championships in Glasgow on Saturday the 12th. So, Ricardo 10
Argiles.
Argiles was presented with a Tissot watch after averaging 44 kilometres an hour over 60 circuits of the Chris Hoy Velodrome.
Fuck me, that's impressive.
Yeah, both the 48-year-old had both his arms and left leg amputated at 8 years old after an incident involving high voltage power lines.
Oh, that's not a way you want to lose your limbs.
No. So Mr. Ten shared a video of himself wearing the watch before telling the fans, "It's world champion time."
So he's wearing it.
Oh, he's buzzing with it.
Let's see the video if we can.
Yeah, he's happy enough, isn't he?
I was going to say,
He's taking the piss a little bit with it too.
Yeah.
he seems happy enough, but it does seem a little bit of a thoughtless present for a Paralympic event.
Just fucking you just sell it.
Yeah, so no, probably an expensive watch.
It's
I'm
probably a
guessing.
few $1,000 worth of, or a few £1,000 worth of watch. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm not a connoisseur of expensive watches.
Tissot watch.
But if it's a Tissot watch, they've named it. I'm guessing it's good. You know, it could be like £100,000 worth of watch. You don't
I
know.
highly doubt that.
People pay ridiculous amounts of money for watches, and I've never really figured out why.
Status, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but it's like I
like
can
a
just,
car, isn't it?
Yeah, it's show off, isn't it?
just look at my phone. I ain't wearing. I've never really not wearing a watch.
Yeah,
and
that's
that's
what
what
your
boils
phone
down to.
wanker.
Yeah. They wouldn't be wrong. I do watch porn on it.
They got their £100,000 watch.
Yeah, whatever. You win £100,000 on a watch. I could have had a fucking great weekend on that.
Weekend.
Yeah, £100,000 to blow through. Yeah.
To be fair, they start at about £300, £400.
He's not getting that version, is he?
And they are sponsoring the event, so.
Certainly not a cheap watch.
Yeah. Okay, well, either way, he seems happy enough. It is a bit of a thoughtless present, isn't it? Though he does wear it, which I like. My one then. We'll finish on this one because it's the 120th. You get an extra one.
Ooh.
Whoa. Fish Movers is episode 500 and we're here for 3 hours. Fisherman discovers terrifying 340 million year old vampire creature in a UK river.
Ooh, let's have a look.
Sea lampreys have been living happily for around 340 million years, but when found off the coast of the UK, they cause untold horror for people with its massive, scary teeth. And they are a bit grim looking. They look something like Stranger Things.
It just looks like a...
A hole with teeth.
Have you ever seen King Kong, the remake?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
Do you remember the bit where they go down that crevasse and all them giant insects are fighting them.
Yes.
Remember the chef who was Andy Serkis?
Yes.
He's getting eaten by some of them, and they got his arms and his legs. What comes over his head?
Oh.
They're big ones.
Yeah,
then.
they're giant.
Now, these aren't massive. I
No,
don't think, but
obviously. But...
is everything bigger on Kong Island?
Yep.
When you get there, you're like,
Well, we
ooh.
know where your mind's gone.
Ooh, hello.
Straight to the gutter.
It's because he's seen that and it's turned him on.
Oh yeah. I'd love to fuck a lamprey,
Use it like a bloody, what do they call
a
it?
fucking fleshlight,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
a barbed. It'd be like fucking a barbed fleshlight.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I'm a politician. I'm not that fucking corrupt. I'm not that deviant. A horrific, quote, vampire creature has been found in the waters near the Welsh coastline. Forager Craig Evans was shocked when he stumbled across what can only be described as a beast straight out of Stranger Things. There you go. They can grow up to 2 feet in length. Fuck me, that sounds terrifying.
Yeah, fuck that.
Called a sea pramplay has a very circular mouth with horrific teeth there to purely suck the blood of its victims. He wrote, I found this dead sea lamprey while fishing for sea trout in a West Wales river. Let's have a look at the picture. No, mate, that's a dog.
Yeah, it's definitely a dog.
That's definitely a dog, not a sea lamprey.
definitely a golden retriever.
Oh, hello. Them are quite tasty.
And that's doctored. That doesn't look like a real image.
Yeah, they do. They look like little sort of eels.
It is via Getty Images. I think that's real.
It's not the images anyway, is
Yeah.
it?
Has he got the same shirt on? Let's scroll up.
Definitely
no,
not.
it's
No, he hasn't.
Mm.
I've seen many of these over the years, and the only mammal that eats them are otters, and then only the last few inches of its tail. Oh, this ancient species of jawless fish are a sign of a healthy ecosystem.
Well, it's good to know in a way, then, I guess.
No,
They look a little bit like leeches, don't they?
yeah, it's fucking huge.
Again, the headline is it's quite misleading, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gotta get them clicks, man.
340-million-year-old vampire creature in the river.
I don't think we're supposed to
If they
have
just
are
put
we?
sea lamprey, then no one's going to click on it, I suppose. Are they?
No.
No.
Damn you, mainstream media.
Damn you, the Daily Star.
You clickbait bastards.
Yeah, it's all clickbait. Everything news is just clickbait nowadays. That's pretty much it. Right, and on that note, we'll end the 120th anniversary spectacular. I've been Ben. Thank you very much for listening. Yuri Geller, you're still a twat.
120th show, not 120th anniversary. We've not been here for 120 years,
And
mate.
100
And it feels like
I have. I
I feel
have.
like it.
I said I told you something, I'm actually immortal. This isn't my first rodeo.
I have seen lots of pictures of him in the past, actually.
Have you?
One, he has this big cigar.
That's good. He used to get I was
And
Winston
funny
Or where
little
he's
top-
goose stepping down
A
Rome.
funny little top hat.
Through Rome.
I do not look like Mussolini. Churchill I'll take.
With a tash.
I'll take Churchill, I'm not taking Mussolini.
I've been Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out, may the force be with you.
And I've been Claire. Don't steal the dummies.
I've been Pete. Don't fucking over-exaggerate saying something's a vampire when it's just a fish!